Alright, guys. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Now, this is the format I'm pretty sure I'm going with from now on, because I just found a way to make this much easier. For films that are on streaming services that I have, HBO Max and Netflix and all the Tubi, all the free ones and that shit, Amazon Prime, if the movie's on there, it works great for this. The movie's not on there, which HBO Max has every fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movie except for 4, which is the one I have to do. So I was starting to think, there's got to be a way to screen share my laptop to my smart TV. And I finally figured it out, so now I can watch the movie on the TV that I have downloaded on my computer because I couldn't find it anywhere on streaming while I'm recording. So makes it so much easier, makes it a lot faster for me to get content out and get videos out for people. And yeah, let's dive into Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. Alright, so like I mentioned in the last video for Dream Warriors, this isn't really my series past Dream Warriors for the most part. When I watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, it's usually always the first 3, mostly 2 and the original, but I don't remember a lot from 4 through 6. Wes Craven's New Nightmare I adore, and the remake is abysmal, so I'm looking forward to that fucking one. But we open up here with that same creepy girl from Dream Warriors in Kristen's dream, and I'm not even sure. Kristen's back in this movie, right? But it's not Patricia Arquette. Like, I'll find out in a second, but we have an opening dream sequence here. Let's find out what happens. All right, so it is Kristen. It's just different actress. So we have Kincaid, we have Joey, and we have Kristen back here, and they're gonna have to go up against Freddy yet again. So twice in this franchise, we have a recurring character from one movie come back in another movie and has to fight Freddy twice, which just seems like a dick move on Freddy's part. Like, once you get away and destroy him, you should get a pass after that. Like, I beat you, you can have all the other fucking kids you want, but don't fuck with me anymore, because we already played this dance. So, I don't know. Just an observation. Also, Joey has permanently regained his ability to speak. So, good for Joey. So we have Kristen's best friend here, Alice, who for some reason did not exist in her life at all in the last movie. And I think I'm remembering this a little bit, that like Freddy starts using Alice to like use her friends to kill. Pretty sure that's the direction this goes in. And this movie came out the year I was born, in '88. Too bad it wasn't the next one that came out in '88, because maybe I would have been born as the Dream Child. You never know. Damn, man, Kristen really, not Kristen, Alice, she really stomps the shit out of that bug, man. Like, she really hates bugs. Alright, so that answers my assumption from the end of the last movie about them being at Nancy's funeral, and me saying, did they just let them out to go to just any person's funeral, or were they discharged after it was proven? I mean, I don't know how it was proven and who believed it, but let them out of the asylum. And that's exactly what happens here. So Kincaid and Joey and Kristen are all in school. They're out of the asylum for good, and I'm sure at the end of this they might end up in it again. I said in the last one, I'll say it again here. I fucking love Kincaid, man. He is such a great character. Don't you just love bananas? They're fucking delicious, man. If you don't, I think you might be as evil as Freddy. Completely forgot that they have the song, what the fuck is the name of the song? Anything by Dramarama in this movie, which I fucking love that song. So great to hear that. I'll give you anything you want. $100 bills. Alice hates her father. Aw, Kincaid's dog is so fucking cute. Now, I don't know. This is where this movie starts to get a little stupid for me, like the series going forward. So Kincaid gets brought into the dream with Freddy, and he's in like the salvage yard where they buried the remains in Dream Warriors. Now, that should have killed him for good. That came from his own fucking mom. Freddy's mom said the only way to defeat him is to bury him on hollow ground. And then Freddy just says to Kincaid, "You shouldn't have buried me." And he's back. So, of course, I mean, they have to keep bringing him back for the franchise and shit, of course. But I still think that's bullshit. The car falling onto Freddy and just crushing him is fucking hysterical, man. Like, I was cracking up. So, Kincaid gets killed, and right before he does, he screams, "Kristen, Freddy's back." But then it repeats like 4 times. So was that just a stylistic choice? Or was he really screaming Freddy's dead 4 times in a row before he got killed? Just a funny observation. And then Freddy says, 2 to go, 1 down. So he's after Kristen and Joey to take care of unfinished business. I don't really like the look of Freddy in this movie. Like, just something about the makeup, like, it just doesn't look as good as the last 3 movies, especially the second movie and the first. But it is what it is. Like, it still looks like Freddy. It's not like the fucking remake where it looks nothing like Freddy Krueger. But like I said, it is what it is. But they could have done a better job with the makeup. Okay, I remember now. This is like the MTV installment. Like, there is so much fucking music in this movie, and it's only like 25 minutes in. But I remember that they referred to this one as the MTV installment of the series. And then Joey gets killed. Man, Freddy's just knocking people off like mad quick. And I know it's because they're introducing Alice's friends, and those are the rest of the victims. But I mean, why even bring him back just to kill him off in the first 20 minutes? Like, it's like they pulled a Friday the 13th Part 2 with Alice. It is what it is. It's cool just seeing them again before they die brutal ways. Really cool shot of Joey in the water, in the bloody water, when his mom finds him. It's just like the above shot. Really cool shot. I do have to say, though, it is very distracting that we don't have Patricia Arquette back as Kristen. Like, anyone who follows me knows that continuity is a big thing with me. I cannot stand when they recast a character in a later installment or stuff like that, or just even small continuity errors piss me off. Like, it's like a pet peeve of mine. It's just every time I see Kristen on the screen, it's like, this is imposter Kristen. Like, I want Patricia Arquette back. And she gave a much better performance in that movie than this imposter Kristen is giving in this movie so far. I don't know if it's just me, but Kristen's mom is portrayed as a little less of a bitch than she was in the first movie. So that's a thing. Yeah, scratch that. The mom ended up trying to lace her drink or something with sleeping pills, and now she's just as much of a bitch as she was in the last movie. There are some cool shots going on in this, like when Kristen is like in a room and we get like the above rotating shots, like before she like falls on the floor and asks for Alice to dream of like a nice place, and nice shots of Freddy like kicking her down into like the quicksand and stuff. Very cool shots in those sequences. Just like in the last movie, though, the effects of the souls and stuff on Freddy's chest look awesome. So I'm pretty sure we didn't get Kincaid's first name in Dream Warriors, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But we find out that it's Roland in this. Roland Kincaid. And I'm so sad he's dead, man. I love my Kincaid. Learning is fun with Freddy. That's what he writes. I mean, I know how comedic this series gets from like this movie onward, but come on, man, that's so stupid. Like, that's such a just a hokey thing to put in here. So not only is Freddy's razor blade glove good for killing and slashing people to death, it's also very effective at peeling an apple. So, how you like them apples? The whole scene in the classroom with Sheila getting her face sucked like sucked out. Awesome. Like, that looks really cool. The scene in the classroom with Sheila getting her face like sucked out. That looks really cool. That scene in the classroom with Sheila. I'm just fucking with you guys. See, this is why I really don't care for 4 through 6. I just don't care for this movie. Like, with maybe like a half hour left, we have the. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention to who he is. I think it's Chris's boyfriend, and he's doing fucking karate against Freddy, Invisible Freddy. It's so stupid. Like, don't like this scene one bit. Like, it just feels so stupid. Like, that's the only word really for it. Just what a drop in quality from the first 3 movies. And I don't remember part 5 being any better. So, this will be fun getting through the rest of these. Then he proceeds to tell Freddy, like, how are you going to fight me without your weapon? Because he kicked his glove off. And the glove just fucking, like, levitates and flies into his chest. And then for some reason, the windows blow out in his classroom. I don't know what's going on. He got crazy and I did too. I forget how much Dramarama that song is in this fucking movie. But the characters in this movie, they just don't do it for me. Like, none of them. Like, I really don't care about any of the characters in this movie. And like I said, even though Kristen is in it, just the fact that it's not Patricia Arquette, and it's a much more inferior actress. I mean, she doesn't do a terrible job or anything, but I just don't care about any of the characters in this movie. So, this is going to be a short video, like, for sure. Cool scene in the movie theater with the drink and the popcorn being pulled away, and then she starts getting sucked into whatever. Like, she just starts getting sucked away from her seat, and she's holding on for dear life. But that is an incredibly huge waste of fucking popcorn. So Freddy's a dick. The scene with Alice and Freddy, and he has the pizza, and he has the faces inside of it. That's a cool effect. That looks really cool. And now, are these kids and stuff even Elm Street kids? Like, did they live on Elm Street? Because in the last movie, in Dream Warriors, Nancy specifically says to the group of kids in the asylum that they are the last of the Elm Street children. So is that just a thing that's totally abandoned now? That he can just go after anybody? Because I don't think they're Elm Street children. Alright. The scene with the girl being turned into a cockroach and getting stuck in the trap and everything is awesome. Like, that looks really good, and I remember that. So, awesome stuff with that. I just feel like there's no engaging story in this movie. That it's just kill after kill after kill, and none of them are anywhere near as good as the kills in the first 3 movies. Like, this is coming right after Dream Warriors, where we get the fucking marionette kill with Phil, which is my favorite kill in the series. We had the Freddy worm. We had so many cool kills in that. The Welcome to Prime Time bitch with the TV. And this just doesn't have really creative kills or anything in it. And like I said, it's just the characters I really don't care about. Especially, again, coming off of Dream Warriors, where every single character in that movie is so likable. I don't know. This is 14 minutes. This is going to be the shortest video I've done, like, almost maybe ever, outside of a short or like a spoiler-free review. So, wow, like, I never thought I would not be able to not yap for like a half hour, 40 minutes on end. about a movie. And I don't know if that whole double negative thing just now was correct or not, but fuck you, whatever. Also, like when I said earlier about this is like considered the MTV installment in the franchise, like it really dates the movie. Like it's another thing that I'm not really enjoying about this. Like it feels so dated. Like sure they got 80 songs in Dream Warriors, like not as many, and fucking Dream Warriors by Dokken is fucking phenomenal, so you can't fault that. But I don't know, man. Like I don't remember disliking this movie as much as I am on this watch. So who knows? But definitely not feeling this one at all. This rewatch. That whole little sequence in like the rotating, like you'd see in like a fun house, like that rotating fucking tube that she's like trying to keep her balance on and stuff with the lights and stuff. That's a cool little sequence. And like the whole thing with can't even remember her name. Like seriously, like I can't remember any of the names in this movie. That's how bad the characters are. Like I know I kept saying this, but like it really is bad and it really takes away a lot from this movie. But the main chick, fucking Kristen's best friend, Allie, is that it? The whole thing with her like collecting the power of her friends that Freddy's killing off. I don't know. Like at this point, they can throw whatever they want here because just I don't care for this movie. And so Freddy is killed in another stupid way, just like all of these movies. Well, killed, whatever you want to call it, until the next one. And then her boyfriend's back alive and shit. I'll be fucking brutally honest, which I always am on this channel. If you guys follow me enough, I always tell my opinions on a movie 100% how I feel about it. Just did not do it for me at all. And I remember not liking this and the fifth one and the sixth one. But for some reason, I like the sixth one a little bit better. I remember that more. But 4 and 5 have never been favorites of mine in any way, shape, or form. And as I said, the Nightmare on Elm Street series, the first one's a classic. The second one I absolutely love. The third one I absolutely love. After the first three, it just really has a big drop in quality for me. And again, being brutally honest, I like lost attention many times during this. Like there was stretches of 5-10 minutes that I wasn't even paying attention, and that's never a good sign. So I don't know, maybe it was just the mood I'm in. I'm just not in the mood for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 for some reason. Like I'll give it another watch years from now down the line, but I don't know, this is making me not look forward to Part 5, The Dream Child, because I'm pretty sure that one is like the worst in the series. Or Freddy, or people consider like Freddy's Dead too as the worst. But sorry guys, this just did not do it for me at all. But that's A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, and I'll try to have Part 5 up tonight. I mean, it's only 6:30 p.m., so definitely we'll have it up tonight. And tomorrow I am interviewing the director of the found footage movie The Monster Project from 2017, which if you're a found footage fan, even if you're not actually, being like if you're not a fan of found footage because of the slew of them that are terrible and a whole bunch of them that have nothing going on in them, or you don't see anything and it's just a whole waste of time, check out The Monster Project. And if so, check it out tonight if you have the chance, if you want to jump in the chat and ask the director any questions, because it's free on Tubi, so you can check it out on Tubi. And like I said, it's not like other certain found footage movies where nothing happens. Like this movie, once like it gets like the half-hour mark and shit like starts going down, like it's relentless since then. Like it just never stops until the end. So it is a very underrated found footage movie, but it's pretty fairly known for in like the found footage community. The people really love found footage. So that'll be fun having him on and being able to discuss that awesome movie with him. And I'll probably have 5 up tonight, like I said, of Nightmare. 6 in Wes Craven's New Nightmare the next day. And then that's basically it, except for the remake. And it works out perfectly because I have a pre-wedding dinner for a cousin of mine on Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. And then Friday's the wedding. So not going to be able to get content out for those 2 days. But then we got the Midnight Society on my channel this Sunday with Pat. Al's not going to be around, so it's just going to be the cat and the gnat in a hat with a gat. A stupid fucking name I thought of. It was like 2 seconds like thinking. I was like, hey, what rhymes with bat and cat? Gnat? Alright, fuck it. So apparently I'm the gnat. So tune in for that. I don't know what we're going to be discussing yet. We're thinking ideas up. And wherever you're from, hope you're having a good day, good night, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.